Before we start today's video, I saved up enough of the premium comic card tokens to actually purchase a comic card, so I wanted to pull this one with you guys here and see what I get, and then just talk briefly about the available cards and what you should be hoping to get. For those of you that don't know how to get these premium card tokens, you get 300 at the end of each of the battle passes, the future passes. The one that we have on right now is specifically for Black Friday, and that's why it's so short, and that's why there's no coins. But usually with a regular update, there will be a 30-day battle pass, which will have 300 of them, which is halfway to a premium chest. And then you can get another 300 by farming for 30 days playing GBR. You can get 10 per day from GBR. Frankly, I think we need way more than 10 per day. I think we need 30 or 40 or 50 per day from GBR, but that's just me. I think we should be able to farm these way more frequently than once every like 45 days. But I've already made that opinion well known to the developers, and yeah, they haven't said anything yet. Also, you can get coins every time you purchase with crystals, with your real crystals, you purchase the premium card chest. So I've blathered on for long enough. I'm hoping to get either the Luna Snow card or the White Fox premium cards. I'm going to wait to see one of them right after the Crescent card here, and then I am going to open it up, bada bing bada boom, and see what we get. And we got the Gwenpool premium cards. That's not the card that I need, but that's okay because it's free and I will be able to farm more premium cards. In the meantime, it doesn't really do much for me, but it is what it is. Let's see the rolls here. It's got it does have the HP roll, which is nice. And then it's got cold, resist, and attack speed. It would be really great if I could re-roll these stats individually, but unfortunately I cannot. So I just have to sort of deal with the fact that this card is not very good, and I'm just probably going to chuck this card in for re-rolling or crafting when I finally do get around to crafting. But yeah, that's how it works, and those are now my 628 tokens down to 28. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex. And today I want to talk about Sentry and the new epic quest because it's getting a lot of buzz. But at the same time, we're comparing it to the Galactic Imperative, which was, you know, good and bad. So I really want to focus on this. Obviously, Sentry seems like a super hype character. It's tough to really get a pin on his power level. Obviously, I don't have the APK, but I'm hearing a lot of mixed things from players. I think he's going to be good, no doubt. I'm not saying Sentry's going to be bad, but it's tough to really judge just how good he's going to be. But we've seen some tier 3 gameplay. We've seen you know, some killing in P, or some you know, huge knockouts in PvP and PvE, and so he might be amazing, and that really will go a long way towards making that epic quest really attractive because he's the main character. You know, in a lot of ways, Star-Lord got overshadowed by Beta Ray Bill in this epic quest. But more than that, I think people are going to look at this epic quest and they're going to say, did Netmarble, did the Marvel Future Fight developers learn anything about the players' reaction and the community's feedback? Did they learn anything about this last epic quest? Because it's no coincidence that we're getting another epic quest less than 6 months before the last one. Historically speaking, that's never happened except once, when we got the first family epic quest shortly after, about 6 months after this one. But these both coincided. This coincided with a movie, and this coincided with Marvel getting back the rights to the Fantastic Four. So these were major pivotal marketing moments. There's not really a marketing moment for Dark Avengers in you know, the real world, right? There's no Dark Avengers new comics series. There's no Dark Avengers movie. So this is a thing that's being pushed by the development team because they obviously feel like A, the community really likes epic quests, and B, probably more importantly, even though I called it B, it makes money. So probably by their metrics and when they study things and they look at the numbers, the epic quests do really, really well for them financially. So I want to see how they handle it. Are they going to go with the same jacked up researches and the, you know, the same boring quests over and over and over again, or are they going to do things differently? Additionally, because now we're getting a native tier 3 in Sentry who starts at tier 3, right? He doesn't have his tier 3 skill unlocked, but he starts at tier 3. How expensive is that character going to be? Because we have regular tier 1 characters, and we all know that they are 800 CCF. Then we have native tier 2 epic quest characters, which are 1.5 times, which is 1200 CCF. And then you have the big bangers like the Molecule Mans, which would be 1600 CCF. So he's the epic quest main character, which would make him a 1.5 times, but instead of being native tier 2, he's native tier 3. So is he going to be 1600? Is he going to be more? Some people are speculating he could cost 2000 CCF. So if nothing else, you can use this video as a reminder. If you really want to max out your sentry, stop spending your CCF. just stop. And maybe if you want to jumpstart your farming to get to sentry faster, again, I don't know what all of the epic quest requirements are, but you could start looking at your conqueror level to see if you are very close to a milestone that's going to give you CCF. So for example, I probably am not close to any of them, but maybe for Thanos, yeah. So for Thanos, I'm really close to a 50 CCF milestone, so I could start playing that one to try and get closer to that CCF requirement for whatever it's going to be for Sentry. So I really hope that the devs have learned from their mistakes. I really hope that this new epic quest is not just going to be all of these boring, energy-intensive research missions. I also hope that they learned from their lesson last time with Star-Lord, because remember, they had that Marvel Future Fight news featuring CM Sunday and CM Monday. By the way, we haven't seen a video from those guys in a while. That's not really a good sign. But anywho, remember, they said specifically players were upset, even though Star-Lord's productivity and even though his effectiveness isn't necessarily hindered a lot by having the gears at 20 instead of 25. A lot of players were upset by this and thought that this was a ripoff. And so even though we sort of got him discounted because he was 640 CCF instead of 800, we didn't really feel like there was a discount, because then you still had to go pump in the Essence of Dimension and the Titan component packs and the gold and the black antimatter. So it's like you're trading the CCF for that. And I don't know about you guys, maybe you have a different situation, but honestly, Cosmic Cube Fragments is not my bottleneck. As you can see, my bottleneck is TCP. So I can't afford to do Star-Lord's Gears. I still can't afford to do Star-Lord's Gears if I want to be able to tier 3 an upcoming character. And that's usually how I play this game, even though I used to spend money on this game. I always try to save up resources so that I can immediately get a brand new character that's coming out and a brand new update if I really like them. Turns out I really like a lot of the characters in this new update, so it puts me in sort of an interesting position. So hopefully they learned their lesson, and it's going to be a 20. His gears will be upgraded to 25 by the time you finish the epic quest. I'm talking about Sentry. We'll have to wait and see about that. But a couple things I wanted to point out here. So if we take a look at the first few quests of this epic quest, we can compare them to the first few quests of the new epic quest. We don't have the full list of quests because it hasn't been data mined, and because the 8th mission requires the Star Agents to play. I'll put it up here. The 8th mission, as you can see, requires Star Agents to play Danger Room, and Danger Room cannot be played on the APK. Surprise, surprise. They goofed something up there, the devs. And so because of that, they can't progress further, and you can't skip that quest by spending crystals. Big shout out to Cool Max and Rocks, by the way, for putting all of this information in a very nice and digestible format. But as you can see here, you've got Dimension Mission clear 3 times. Okay, what's the first mission in the old Guardians of the... Well, it's not old. It's a few months old. The Guardians of the Galaxy Epic Quest. Dimension Mission clear 3 times. Interesting. And Cool Maxim brought this to my attention. What's the next one? Use 50 energy. Okay, Uneasy Alliance. Let's check out this one. Use 50 energy. Okay, copy, paste, copy, paste. Awesome. What's the next one? Acquire contribution reward. What's the next one? Acquire contribution reward. So... at the start, right away, out of the gate, we're not looking very good. They copied and pasted the first 3 rewards. Okay, or the first 3 quests, not the first 3 rewards. Sorry. Let's see the 4th one. The 4th one is upgrade your comic card 3 times. So what was it here? It was upgrade your comic card 1 time. And this is another thing that people think, because Sentry is much more expensive because he's native tier 3, maybe this quest is just going to be like this new epic quest is going to be the same as this one. It's just a lot harder. I hope it's not. I really hope it's not, because upgrading more cards is not harder, right? It's just more of the same thing. Using 1,000 energy instead of 500 is not difficulty. It's just annoying. So what's number 5? 5 timeline battle participations. And what do we got here? 5 timeline battle participations. I'm doing these one at a time because it's hilarious to see how spot on they are. Like, it's literally a copy paste. What's the next one? Rank up Star-Lord to 4 stars. And this one is remove the power inhibitor necklace. So removing the power inhibitor necklace is what is going to give you a 2-star Sentry, because you can't rank up Sentry in the traditional sense because he's native tier 3. So he doesn't really have ranks in the same sense because he's already tier 3. So what does that mean to remove the power inhibitor necklace? Well, it's actually a research mission, as you can see there, and it is this one right here. So again, I told you guys, you want to save up your CCF for Sentry. We don't know yet exactly how much CCF you're going to need. Obviously, you're going to need Titan component packs and Essence of Dimension, but you're going to need off the bat for the 6th or the 5th mission, the 6th mission in the Epic Quest. And usually there are what, 50 missions? I didn't count. Well, whatever. There's usually like 40 or 50 missions. But yeah, this one right here, you already need 200 CCF and 300 Titan component packs. So hopefully it's not going to be too much more expensive than 1600 CCF when it all is said and done. Hopefully it's not going to be too much of this and too much of the Essence of Dimension. We deserve, I really think, you know, given the boycott, given the situation with the game, I think we really deserve a discounted tier 3, and Sentry is the best or one of the best characters to achieve that goal, as sort of like a mea culpa to the community. You know, there is a version of events where the Marvel Future Fight dev team does not budge on the CTP reforging and the comic card crafting, right? There's infinite universes, right? So there always is one hypothetical situation where they don't budge. If we are in that timeline where they don't budge, at the very least, and I'm hoping regardless, I want this update to be more generous. We're sort of seeing that a little bit with, you know, free-to-play farming for all of the Epic Quest characters except for Moonstone being the crystal one. Like, we don't have any hard paywalls. We usually don't in an Epic Quest, but still, they could have put one in there, right? And we have multiple pretty popular characters being completely free-to-play, like Dakin and Scorpion. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens, but I wanted to bring this to your attention, and I also wanted to put it out there that I am looking, I'm trying to track very closely this Epic Quest, because I'll be very disappointed, somehow more disappointed than I already am, if the new Epic Quest is just a copy-paste version of this Epic Quest with just more cost. And I'll also be disappointed if this is not a cheaper Epic Quest in the sense of discounting us on Sentry, because, you know, new players always need a leg up as well. So this kind of benefits everyone, right? New players are coming into the game. They're not thinking about the boycott. They're not upset with Netmarble. They're not upset with the game. You know, the card crafting system and the CTP reforging system, maybe it seems expensive for them, but they just can't wrap their heads around it the same way we can, where we've literally lived through the game not having CTPs, introducing CTPs, seeing that power creep, and then people getting used to it, and people, you know, basically coming to terms with the gambling aspect. And now they're like, you know what? Whatever you gambled, you're going to need to do that 10 times over. And they just multiply it by 10. So we've seen all that. We've seen the spikes and the troughs and stuff like that. And so it really stings for us, but it doesn't for new players. But new players need a leg up in the sense that they're fighting against, in PvP especially, but they're also competing against us in Danger Room Extreme, Squad Battle, Alliance Conquest. They're playing against people who have been on this game for 3, 4, 5 years. So they need a leg up. So Sentry would be like an apology to veterans and a leg up to new players. So hopefully they see that, and hopefully they do that. They follow through with that. Last few missions here, you have to combine 5 ISO 8 and then participate in Danger Room. On this one over here, you have to combine 1 Uru, and then you have to craft Star-Lord's new costume, which was a research mission. So yeah, we'll see. And I think the next one, no, custom gear upgrade, Nebula, dangerous. Okay, so that's where they started to deviate. They started to deviate around the 8th quest, where it's Danger Room for us in the new one, and it was the Star-Lord's new suit research mission in the old Epic Quest. So yeah, I wanted to bring this to your attention, guys. I also wanted to bring up the fact that I don't know if I'm gonna have 6,600 crystals by the next update, because it's just really slow farming crystals free to play, and it's literally 25 per day. So I am wrestling with making a small purchase in the game in order to be able to purchase the deluxe pack right away, so I can get going with the Epic Quest. I know that that's going to sound really bad to a lot of you guys out there, but I just don't want to delay it too much, because I want to get through the Epic Quest, and I want to be able to not only play all the content for you guys, but I also just want to try to enjoy it for myself. You know, at the end of the day, we have to enjoy the game, and if I'm not enjoying the game at all, it's really going to make things difficult for me to create content and create videos if I can't even get hype for content that I want to do, because I can't participate in it because I'm, you know, massively behind. And yeah, it's like, you know, it seems like not that much time. It's like 600 crystals, but it would literally add at least a week's time, possibly 2 weeks time, to whatever I was waiting to do, because of Moonstone not being purchased right away, and it's going to delay farming, so it's going to delay other characters, shifter bios, etc. which is brutal. So yeah, I'm wrestling with that. Probably something like the Heroic Quest chest, this one right here, or something else. But yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of that. I'm sure there's going to be some backlash, but I just want to let you guys know up front what I've been thinking. I haven't done anything yet, but I just want to let you guys know what I've been thinking. And then let me know what you think of Sentry, the cost of the Epic Quest, and the structure of this new Epic Quest. Hopefully the devs have been listening to us, but often when we say that, we know deep down that they haven't been listening. So this is more of my optimism coming through, not necessarily what I think is going to happen. But yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.